As coaches, we all ask kids to keep possession when they play the game. We want them to receive the ball and look for a teammate to play to, so our team keeps possession. Part of, development of a team and things we look for is that is for a team's ability to keep possession of the ball. But how we ask them to do it is important because, and every coach is guilty of this, I am as well. What happens is when we make the focus of just keeping possession, that's exactly what players do. When they get the ball, the only thing they're concerned about is just finding someone else to pass the ball to, regardless if that's the best option. So as players are receiving the ball, the only thing they're thinking about is I just have to go get it to somebody else. And what this leads to is players who get the ball and they don't look for opportunities to dribble forward. They don't look for opportunities to shoot the ball. They're always just looking for the next pass. They're not actually reading the game and trying to make the best decision possible with the ball based on the situation around them. And again, when we keep possession, you'll see this a lot. A lot of players will play the ball as if just to make the ball the next player's problem. They just don't want to lose it. I get the ball, I play it to my teammate, it's their responsibility now. Versus kind of seeing it as a whole group trying to reach the same goal at the end of the field by moving the ball around together and looking for opportunities to advance the ball. It's just kind of sometimes about finding the next player. And you'll see this a lot where, player will play a ball into someone's feet and that player receiving it really has no options or no space or time. But that's just who they saw and they played the ball to them. And often they're okay with that because they're not the one that lost the ball. That player was. And sometimes even as coaches, we criticize the player who received the ball who had no options or time. So when you're talking about possession, you want your players to keep possession. Remember to do in the context that we're looking for them to receive the ball and keep possession, not just by passing the ball, but keep possession by finding space, the most dangerous space. I always say it, when a player receives the ball, one of the first questions I want them to ask is, can I score? And if you can't score, can you advance the ball? If you can't advance the ball, can you advance the ball on the dribble or keep possession? We don't want players just to receive and look for a pass, receive and look for a pass. We want them to receive and make a decision based on what they see around them. So possession is important, but remember, we never keep possession for possession's sake. We possess and move the ball to create scoring chances. That's the point of the game. So whenever your team is in possession, you're working on that, make sure it's not just get the ball to the next person. Make sure it's more about, can we get the ball to the next person to create chances to get forward, to create chances to score goals? Because again, that's the point of the game. You can get 800 passes in a game and lose the game 0-1. You don't get points outside of practice for getting a certain number of passes in a row. So as you're possessing the ball and you're working with your players to do it, watch how they're doing it. Are they just getting the ball off their feet to get the ball off their feet to keep possession? Or are they making decisions that are a little more dangerous, a little more about advancing the ball, a little bit more about creating opportunities to score? That's the type of possession you want to see out of your players.